YouTube, what's going on? If you're new here, my name's Roger. I own a company called QVO Tactical where we make holsters and gear and also film content for this channel. In today's video, we are taking a look at one of those holy grail guns, a gun that I'm sure is at the top of everyone's 1911/2011 list. Of course, I'm talking about the TRS Comp from Nighthawk Custom. So as always, I like to tell you guys how I go about getting these products in for review. Our friend Calvin on Instagram, who is a fellow 2011 shooter, reached out to us a while back and asked if we'd like to run his TRS Comp from Nighthawk Custom for a video. With this being such a high-end firearm, I could not pass up the opportunity. Calvin sent us his TRS Comp out to Vegas for us to borrow and use for this video. Once we are done creating content with it, it will be going back to Calvin. We appreciate his support with not only our holsters for our business, but for also being willing to send us some of his cool toys so we could film this video out on the range. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into the specs of this TRS Comp. Nighthawk Custom's TRS Comp is their first model designed around the double stack frame. This particular model features an integrated compensator and a match grade 5-inch barrel with a monolithic slide. The TRS Comp will also feature a full-length dust cover, which gives added weight in the front, reducing muzzle rise even more, something you will definitely notice later on in the range footage. The entire gun is finished in black nitride and has an aluminum trigger with a serrated flat face. To top it all off, they use actual 14 karat gold for their front bead sight, which catches the light very easily. You'll notice dimples at the rear of the slide, which matches the pattern of the metal grips. Calvin had his optic cut for the SRO footprint as seen here, and he also added a Terran Tactical magwell. Now before we get into the range footage, guys, I want to talk about Nighthawk Custom as a company for just a minute. Nighthawk Custom was formed in 2004 by a group of 4 individuals who were really passionate about the 1911 platform. They pride themselves on being home of the world's finest 1911 pistol. They have now expanded to 85 full-time employees with over 40 unique custom versions of the 1911, including the double stack frames like the TRS Comp in today's video. Now something I really think sets Nighthawk Custom apart from all others in the industry is their slogan, one gun, one gunsmith. This means that each pistol they produce is built from start to finish by a single gunsmith. Every part they use is fully machined from bar stock billet steel, and the parts are oversized so that each of them can be hand fit by one gunsmith. This creates a handcrafted piece of machinery where all 46 parts are custom fit, making each pistol very unique, much like a fingerprint. Their pistols come with a lifetime guarantee, which spans the lifetime of the pistol regardless of the original ownership. The reason I bring this up is to educate those who are new to the platform who might not understand what all goes into these higher end 1911 and 2011 guns. Okay, now what you all came to see, the range footage. As always, I like to record our first shots through this gun. However, this was actually my second range session with this gun. I actually filmed this review a while ago. However, as you might remember from our previous video, my iPad shorted out and I lost all of that footage. While it's unfortunate, the silver lining is that I got another full range session with this gun. With that being said, here are the first shots from this range session. Alright guys, I've actually shot this before in a previous range video. However, all that footage got deleted like I said in studio, so these are going to be my second round impressions, I guess. But I'm just going to shoot 10 rounds through it, and I'm going to have everybody else on the range try it out and see what they think. Here we go. Man. Okay, still just as smooth as my first range session with it. Let's go over here for a second. So you guys saw that wasn't like the super fastest cadence ever, but it definitely wasn't slow, and that's the grouping I'm putting in there. So definitely super flat shooting gun. You guys are gonna enjoy this one. All right, we got John up now. He's gonna give his thoughts on the Nighthawk TRS. Go for it, bud.
Wow, that thing is smooth.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, very flat too.
All right, Jade's up now. We all know how you loved your Comp 2011s. And give it a shot. Nighthawk TRS, here we go.
Man, that's awesome. That's great. I like it, yeah.
So as expected, it just puts a smile on your face with how easy it is to shoot. When you guys handle one of these, or if you shoot it, you're definitely going to understand why their slogan is one gun, one gunsmith, and why they pride themselves on being the world's finest 1911 pistol. Now, in regards to accuracy, you saw the grouping for my initial shots. Everyone else shot with the same point of aim, so here is the target after our first 30 shots on the range. And just so you all can see, after our first initial rounds, that is the grouping from all three of us shooting 30 rounds. So, obviously we're only at like 7 yards, but still, that's awesome. Now, taking it a step further, I wanted to shoot a 10-round group with a little bit of a faster cadence from about 7 yards. I'm definitely okay with these groups, especially in regards to the faster cadence of fire and with how windy it was out that day. Now, what would one of our range videos be without a build drill? Some things to note here though, I ran several build drills during this range session, guys. I wanted to push things to my failure point in order to see how fast I could really run this gun. I'm happy to say that I was able to score my fastest build drill to date, which you will see here shortly. With that being said, please enjoy this build drill montage. All right, guys, so of course we're gonna shoot my favorite drill, the build drill with this Nighthawk TRS setup. Shooting some TA target C-zone steel at about 7 yards and a lot of wind, but let's see how we do. Here we go, stand by. Woo! First shot was a 7.7 with a total time of 1.45.
Got it.
Let's go take a look at the target. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll take those hits. Wish this guy was a little higher, but I'll take the rest of them, no problems. But yeah, let's run a few more. So as you guys just saw, you can really get this gun moving. With the full-length dust cover, the all-billet frame and slide, the metal grips, and the added Surefire X300 Ultra weapon light, you can definitely keep the recoil down with this gun, which allows you to keep that red dot in your line of sight the entire time. Some other things to note. Guys, this is not something that I could do 3 or 4 times in a row. I just wanted to push myself to my failure point. I did manage to get 6 hits on C-zone steel. If I had run this a little cleaner, meaning all A-zone hits like I did in my XC video, I would probably be in like the 1.6 to 1.7 range. If you guys are going out and practicing drills, I definitely recommend pushing to your failure point. In my experience, if you don't continually push your standards when it comes to training, you're going to find yourself becoming stagnant. That's just from my experience, so definitely go out, push yourself to failure, and see where those points are for you guys. Okay, so moving on. After seeing me run so many build drills, John got a little motivated and he wanted to give it a try as well. I'm happy to say that John ran his fastest build drill as well. Check this out. Nice and clean with a 239. .229.
Nice.
212. Almost.
That's fun.
.189 clean.
Woo!
With how flat this gun was shooting, of course shooting on the move was a breeze as well. Utilizing that Terran Tactical Magwell also made reload super smooth. As with all of our comped gun videos, we definitely like to show you guys the differences in recoil with different grains of 9mm ammunition, so here's that footage now. All right, the first 4 rounds are some 124s. Second set of 4s, 147s. And the last set are the 90 grain Ultimate Ammunition Blue Line ammo. also brought out my TA Targets Falling Tree. This is definitely a fun target to have, guys, especially if you're into shooting steel. Jay definitely enjoyed shooting this while we were out on the range. Okay guys, so my overall thoughts on the TRS Comp from Nighthawk Custom. When I was younger, I never really understood why these firearms cost so much money. As I got into the holster making business, I started making things by hand and I started to understand the time and the effort that went behind producing each individual piece. Understanding the process behind the product definitely helps me understand how and why these guns shoot so well. Don't get me wrong, you definitely need to have your fundamentals squared away, but that goes for any gun. Guns like this definitely give you a little more room for error in regards to your fundamentals, but at the same time, if your fundamentals are sound, you're gonna find yourself running a gun like this faster and more accurate than anything else you ever shot. Again, I'm Norman behind the saying, it is the Indian and not the bow. However, in this case, I definitely think it's a combination of both. As with all of my videos, guys, there are some personal preferences about the products that I would change. I prefer a backup sight, so I would get their plate that has the rear sight in the front, which means I would have to run a smaller optic, couldn't run the SRO. Additionally, I'd want an ambidextrous safety because left-handed manipulations of a 1911 platform without it are extremely difficult in my opinion. I would also want the front dimples machined in the front of the slide for function and aesthetics to match the rear and that grip. These are all just personal preferences that I would opt in for if I was ordering one of these for myself on their website. Now, as always, guys, I like to go over a couple of things because I know I'm going to get questions down below in the comment section. We were running our secondary on the waistband Kydex holster for a 5-inch 2011 with Surefire X300 Ultra that we make in-house through my company QVO Tactical. This particular one that we were using in the video is our secondary, which is set up to run Safariland's QLS platform. This allows us to easily remove the holster and hand it off to the next shooter. Additionally, this one is wrapped in the AOR1 fabric overlay, which is an option you can choose from the drop-down menu on our website. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up our review of the TRS Comp from Nighthawk Custom. Huge shout out to Calvin for letting us borrow this awesome gun for the video. This thing was a blast to shoot, no pun intended. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below in the comment section. If you guys liked the video, give us a thumbs up because that definitely helps out the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing because we post new videos every week. If you want to further your support with our content, check out that Patreon link down below. Our Patreon squad is a huge reason why I keep making these videos for you guys all to watch. We appreciate their support as always. Thank you for everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ba, 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 ba. Well, bye. Stand by.